Professor X, I remember. I feel like Tony Stark. Every time I step out the house, I feel radical. Plus, I'm pissed off, like my middle name is goddammit. Beanie, Beanie, Vici, yeah, I can make your top vanish. All seeing nine cyclops with the doctor visor. Watch me change clothes, then I turned into a top designer. Hypocrite nation shape, shift into a Nona water. Beetlejuice flow, creepy crawly, now I'm Spider-Man. 8-ball in the pocket, David Blaine, now you're Peter Pan. Rabbit at my top, hell yeah, I'm gnarly, man. Everything's a secret, have me dripping like the majesty. My eyes closed shut, have me speaking Japanese. Ice cream truck, paint job, mixed with Ben and Jerry. Heart attack city, now I'm singing with
let's get it.
West Bank, Gaza Strip, I'm turning up in Palestine. Last name, Cupid, shoot your ass like it's Valentine. Yin Yang, symbol, Fibonacci, that's a 69. Heinz 57, catch up, now it's dinner time. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk, yeah. Be like Professor X, Iron Man, I feel like Tony Stark. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk, yeah. Be like Professor X, Iron Man, I feel like Tony Stark. Shoot him through the drive-through, yeah, I can take his order. Alpha with the dog food, I cut it with that Richie Porter. Jason Tatum flow, now we shoot him with the side step. Holy moly, donut shop, I whip it with the Pyrex, yeah. Yes, Indiana Jones, but I feel like Johnny Quest. Every time I step out the house, I'm the best dressed. Hit it with that hawk, then I hit it with that baking soda. Tractor trailer, Bobby hit the bag, then I back it up. Red versus blue, and you know I'm just black as fuck. Hopping out your kitchen sink, I'm swimming through your aqueducts. Badass kid, whoop his ass, he just acting up. Just touched down, holy moly, bag the 50 count.
Yo. Yes, let me get this off the screen, man. We back in the building with another one, man. With another classic. Make sure you share and like this joint. I don't know why my camera's looking blurry, so I'm gonna have to cut it out for a second until it reload. Man, let's get it, fam. Let's get it.
Let me just say this. Get used to his name, because these are constitutional claims. And right now, we are in state court. No matter how this goes, and I think it's likely going to go for the prosecution, unless they get a new trial, start over, redo, which I think is very unlikely, this whole thing's going into federal court. And they're going to make all kinds of constitutional claims on behalf of Karmelo Anthony. Due process you mentioned, it's going to be one of them. You're going to hear all this Sixth Amendment stuff. So that's where all this is going. It's going to go for a good while. But from where I sit, the original sin was this agreement. And to now try to get a do-over on the fact that your guy didn't go on the stand because they had a 3-hour meeting. Remember the 3-hour meeting that they had to discuss whether they should put him on the stand. And ultimately, they decided it was too risky. Well, you know what? You made the wrong call. And you know what? There's no guarantee if he did take the stand, it would have gone any better. So, sorry, no do-overs. Leslie, let me just say this. Get used to his name.
Up, see? They going. They taking this joint to federal court, y'all. It ain't over yet. It's just everybody's chimping out. Everybody's having mayo attacks over this damn ruling. Like I said, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. It seemed like both these kids had fucking problems. But, like I said before, this is universal karma. All that energy and frequency you put out, you gonna get back. Whether you Metcalf or Karmelo Anthony. So the thing is, it was destined that one of these boys was going to end up getting in trouble. And Austin Metcalf, he was on the verge of harming somebody innocent. What if he would have killed his girlfriend or something? He was on the verge of killing somebody innocent, y'all. Carmelo just got to him first. God saved one of y'all daughters through Carmelo. And see, y'all not looking at it like that. Y'all looking at it like, he's going away for 35 years. And he stood on business. He stood on business. So, and like I said, the appellate's court, man, it's still activated. So if you either Austin Metcalf fan, you gotta win. And if you are a Karmelo Anthony fan, you took an L today. But it ain't over until they say it ain't over until the fat lady sings. So We go keep our eye on this case. And I don't know if you want to go into some videos about, we'll do that later. Because it really ain't no need of stretching it out any further than what it is. Like, you know, we'll discuss it for like 5 or 10 minutes, but what do you want me to say? You get what I'm saying? What do you want? What else do you want me to say? You got people feeling different. You know, I think it's just universal karma manifesting in real time. That's all I think it is. You put that type of energy, like, for instance, if you like Call of Duty games and you like shooting people in video games, 9 times out of 10, you might wind up being a damn school shooter. If you indulge in that type of behavior, same thing. If you listen to derogatory music, that shit gonna end up manifesting in real life. If you're overly racist, and I said overly, you could be lightweight racist. I mean, that's cool. But overly radical? These are them Austin Metcalf twins. They were radicals. That's why I don't feel bad for them. I do not feel bad for those kids. I do not feel bad for Karmelo either. It just is what it is. You gotta stand on your shit. So they were just misguided kids. And Jeff Metcalf is to be held responsible for that kid's behavior. Why are you even thinking about the dude with the mustache and N words at the age of 10? Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Somebody tell me what that shit. Damn, that's a mental problem. And it didn't stop. It didn't stop. It went up. His whole temperament went all the way up to Carmelo Anthony. And that was the highest he'll ever get, to Carmelo Anthony, and he took him out. So, like I said, you can look at it both ways, man. You ain't gotta always look at it as something sad. What happened, this daily track meeting, that shit, to me, that shit was good in my eyes. Because like I said, Austin Metcalf could have took an innocent little girl life, or anybody's life at that. You know what? Especially a precious white life. You want to be honest? Austin Metcalf could have took a precious white life instead of a black girl too, a black woman or a black man. It could have been on. It could have been, and I know I had to say it for the y'all racists out there, because some of y'all don't give a fuck about black life at all. So I had to twist it around for you racist gumps out there. It could have been a white girl, because he like beating on women too. He like beating on women, like most of y'all. I know most of y'all indulge in domestic violence. I know sometimes you gotta hold your girl down, put her in a place, Sometimes y'all Negroes like to strike. I know y'all Negroes like to strike. But yeah, let's get in the old poppy top. Let's get in the old poppy top, nigga. Jake Lane. His ass finally arrested, y'all. His ass is cooked, boy. I told you his ass was gonna be cooked. Y'all didn't listen to me. I said Jake Lane is on borrowed time. I think I turned the mic up. I think we straight. The mic was kind of low. Yeah, Jake Lane on borrowed time, but trying to harbor over this dude, Judge Shitty, and you could tell by his last name, he is very shitty. And Judge Cockroach was in the damn courtroom. Y'all hear about that shit? Judge Cockroach was standing in the courtroom, intimidating. I think he was intimidating, because you gotta think. Hold on, let's go to He got a chance at appeal. He always gonna have a chance at appeal because the judge being recused, you know, that's a big part of the appeal appellate decision too. So they about to take that shit all the way up to the federal court. So that's why dude was like, just get used to the name. So it might, you know what I'm saying? It might flip here in a few. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It might take a year. But with this being a whole uh high profile case, they might bump it up a few months. So, so once the appellate is finally done, that's when I say the white T brothers could go out there and the white T sisters could go out there and you goddamn raccoon Officer Tatum looking motherfuckers, y'all could go out there and celebrate a win. That'd be a true win for y'all side, you know. You gotta keep it fair and balanced. Even though, you know, I'm a Macedonian my damn self, I ain't with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I be calling out bullshit from both sides. Both sides are in the sunken place. Let me be honest with you. Both sides are in the sunken place. We in hell, y'all. Trust me, we in hell. Some of y'all like it. Some of y'all indulge in both activities. Like I said, I'm about to make content out this shit. I don't give a fuck for real. I'm trying to be honest with you. Everybody's seem like they're in a sunken place or MK Ultra somehow. But I'm gonna tell my part of the story through my perception on my channel. But the comment section is open. What do you think? Was this manifest destiny or what? Now, let's get into Jake Lang. His ass is finally arrested. Keep in mind, he was on a $1 million bond, family. And he was supposed to have an NIGGER march. I think this is the march, ain't it? This might have been the march. What is it? August 22nd? Yep. This is the NIGGR march. So let's get into racist Jake Lang, because guess what? Not Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf is Jake Lang. Austin Metcalf would have been a damn Jake Lang on steroids. And he would have been exalted like Jesus Christ. Trust me. When you get one of these vigilante Jake Langs, and it don't matter if he went over there and kissed that goddamn wall. It don't matter. It don't matter if he's an agent. It don't matter if he's cosplaying. He gonna end up doing about 10, 15 years in prison. Jake Lang. But if his Israeli card cashes in, that's when you know, oh, this motherfucker a real agent. He keep on getting out. He keep on beating these cases and shit. He beat because guess what? He got unlimited money. He got unlimited money to do whatever. And guess what? He's very creative at what he does. Don't get me wrong. He's an agent of chaos, but he's very creative at what he does. Jake Lang has mastered his art. Jake Lang has mastered his art for real. Oh, he's cooked. Shouts out to Brody for chiming in. Yeah, he's cooked. Eggs, bacon. Yeah, he's cooked for real. We gonna go into what he did, man. Shouts out to Brody for tapping in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. But yeah, like I said, there ain't really too much you could do about Watermelon Felon Carmelo. There ain't really too much we can say. I wasn't surprised, especially. Like, I've been in the court. I used to be in the court system. Fresh out of high school, I know what the court system's like. Ain't no fucking being fair, especially if your skin is black. We already know that because they say black people is 1/4 of a human being. We're damn near an animal to these some of these motherfuckers. Not to all, but Some of these motherfuckers, we like animals in the beast of the field. So definitely you ain't gonna get no justice in no damn courtroom because some of them statutes still apply to the color of law. It just is what it is, man. That's the Secrets of America, Part 5. We're gonna do a live documentary on how some people were considered one fourth of a human being, and they did not get fair rights under the color of law. At one point in time in history, I ain't even gonna say one point in time. There are laws set in place where black individuals cannot defend themselves against their white counterparts. That's still in law. That's still under color of law. That never went away. So if they want to go back to 1592, these motherfuckers can go back in time. You do know that, right? Yeah, these motherfuckers could go back to 1776 out this bitch and hit you with some shit 200 years ago. You be like, what the fuck? You start seeing your ancestors floating in the air while you in the damn cell. You start seeing Kunta Kinte walk across picking cotton in your damn cell. All that shit. That shit gonna fucking hit your ass like bow. Now let's get into this bitch. For real. Motherfucker hit you with them football numbers. Nigga hit you with that Tom Brady. Man, it's for real. That's why I said, man, black people need to chill out on Texas. Oh, yeah. You want to know why your black ass need to chill out if you stay in Texas? If you in Texas, you better not get caught with no gummies, no THC products. I don't care if they selling them at the store or not. They not arresting the people that sell it at the store. They arresting your silly ass when you walk out with the product. You could have the receipt in your hand. They giving out 10 years for gummies in Texas right now. Judge Abbott, he went draconian with them damn cigarette companies and them alcohol companies because this generation is not fucking with that shit. They not fucking with that shit no more. People stop drinking, man. People really stop drinking and smoking tobacco. We off these vapes and shit and fucking carts, weed carts, gummies. We doing real medicinal. We really curing our body. Man, guess what? That's an interception for big pharma pills and shit. They want us off pills. They don't want us smoking flower. And you know who smoked the most flower? Okay, you know who smoked the most flower? Blacks are known for smoking weed, and they cracking down on that shit in Texas, man. On God. And you gotta watch out for these flock cameras too. Flock cameras, they catch your ass going to Michigan, coming back, man. They pinging them locations at them dispensaries. You come back, they pull you over. They already got you connected. Matter of fact, there was a police officer. He was tracking his wife on flock cameras. She was going out cheating. He was tracking her on flock cameras. I think Trump go come out and say something about it, but shit, he already merged with the what is it? Trump already merged with the beast, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. There ain't nothing we could do. Yeah, he already merged. He already put them data centers out. Cause guess what? There ain't gonna be no such thing as crime. Y'all really wanted to clean the streets up. The only way you could do it was through technology. You want the 1,000 years of peace in Revelations? Here, you got it. You just don't like how it's manifesting. You thought it was gonna come about another way. How else you think it was gonna come out in this world? You thought it was gonna be you thought it was gonna be a game, some type of simulation where we was all gonna just be peaceful. No, it takes technology to do this shit. Cause guess what? That's the all seeing eye. That's the all seeing eye technology. We gotta go into. I'll do a live documentary on the 1,000 years of peace. It's all tied into the biblical prophecy of Zionism, which is scientism or Scientology. But let's get into Jake Lang.
And individuals.
Let's turn this
associated
up.
with
Let's turn this
vehicles.
up. Hold on.
I'm here with Chief Peterson and Deputy Chief Campbell at approximately 11:50 a.m. Far-right extremist and known racist Jake Lang arrived near Minneapolis City Hall.
He's a known racist. He even said he wants blacks to hang. He wants blacks eradicated from the United States, and he don't like Mexicans. He don't like Muslims. He don't like nobody except his white skin. He don't give a fuck who you are. But guess what? He was just in a black church. He was just in a black church a few days ago saying he needs help from black people to take down the Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan. So you dealing with a man, you dealing with I can't even call this dude a man. He's a damn entity at this point. He's a martyr for white supremacy. And guess what? His acts are working. What he's doing is whatever Jake Lane is doing is working in his favor, even though he about to do about 10, 15 years in prison. I think he wrote it. But the only thing I want to know is who's gonna pay for his sins. This the real testimony right here. Who's gonna pay for Jake Lane's sins? So if he's because he's on bond right now for going down there to that Carmelo Anthony demonstration. Jake Lane is on bond in Collin County, Texas. He's on bond. Judge Roach. I think it was Judge Roach who gave him if I'm not mistaken, he's on bond. In Collin County, let's pull this up. Let's watch the video while I pull this up.
Around the corner of 3rd Avenue and 4th Street. Both vehicles then drove onto the sidewalk in front of City Hall toward a crowd of people that were gathered there. Minneapolis police officers responded in an attempt to get the vehicles off the sidewalk, as well as to keep the peace. Officers tracked both vehicles after they left, and with the assistance of Minnesota State Patrol, we were first able to stop the vehicle at the intersection of 35W and 1.
Yep, I was right. Let's pull this up, fam. Let's pull this joint up. Yes. Yes. Damn, my camera's still blurry. I don't know. I'm about to unhook it and hook it back up. I don't know why my camera's blurry like that. Jake Lane, far-right activist pardon participant in January 6th attack, was arrested in Dallas County, Texas. Yep, for making a terroristic threat during the high-profile Karmelo Anthony case. Yes, he was. Authority booked him on June 10th. Collin County. He done violated his damn bond. His bond was reduced to $250,000. 250,000. He was ordered to leave Texas within 24 hours, and is banned from returning except for mandatory court appearances. Let me see. When is his next court date? When is his next court date? Because he already October 9th. He already violated. Jake Lane's next scheduled court date appearance is October 9th, and he just got arrested. Presided by Judge. Nah, it ain't Judge Roach. Judge Roach, man, he retired. Now they got Judge Chitty. Judge Chitty, I think they was gonna deny his shit anyway and send him up to the pipes. Send him right through the pipelines. But as of right now, Carmelo Anthony, he's cooked right now until further notice. Until further notice, he's cooked. Jake Lane is cooked. He's smoked. So George Andrew Gordon presided over this fucking pedo man. He's a pedo man too. He got caught grooming a 15-year-old. Somebody set his ass up, but he's the leader of the white supremacy movement, and he worshiped Christ, and he's from Judea. So he's fucking with all these damn religions and shit. But guess what? He's a COINTELPRO and he's an agent of chaos, and people still follow his ass anyway, because that's all they got left. That's all the right wing got left is Jake. Once Jake Lane disappears, right wing is cooked. I gotta say hard right. I gotta say hard right. To be honest with you, but it's moving down the pipeline. Trust me. All this stuff is moving, coming to an end for some people, for real. Cause a lot of y'all did not keep it 100. Y'all kept it 70-30. That's the problem. Now let's get back into the video. We got multiple videos. I ain't gonna be on here long. Be on here about 20 more minutes, and we go shut everything down. But we have to go over these revelations.
Washington. And the second vehicle was stopped in Bloomington with the assistance of the Bloomington Police Department. All individuals that were in the two vehicles have been arrested by the Minneapolis Police Department, including the racist Jake Lang. All occupants were arrested.
That's his fucking title, the racist Jake Lang. Hey, guess what? A lot of people that follow Jake Lang had the same ideology. I keep on telling y'all, that's not a good look for America. Y'all think it's a good look, but it's not. I understand the reasoning behind it. I understand the damn Muslim takeover. But guess what? Somebody said, I was listening to somebody earlier, and they was like, man, they try to go into history, and I told y'all about universal karma. They said the same thing that's happening to the Native Americans are happening to the European white race in America. They say other people are coming over here, swapping, doing body swaps, basically doing the body swaps like how the Indians. For this is a white dude saying this shit earlier. I'm just relaying. Don't kill the messenger, but this is what they saying. This is universal karma. This is the clergy plan. We went over the documentary with the clergy plan yesterday. They try to write it up as a conspiracy so nobody would be on alarm, so won't nobody be on the notice. It just happened when you least expect it. So people would be like, damn, there's a Dearborn Muslim takeover. But in all actuality, these Muslims been over there for 120 years, family. Just growing and growing. And some say they fucking like cockroaches. They outbreeding the white race in Dearborn. And even Jake Lane mentioned that. He said they're outbreeding us. I said, whose problem is that? Y'all better get the you know what? Because these motherfuckers producing like jackrabbits. And they taking over the economics. That's what happens. So eventually, go spread in the other towns. That's what happened. Then it's called the Great Replacement Theory, or what they call the Great Migration. Everybody done spread out, but they said that's the same thing that happened to the natives on this land. They say the spirit of the natives. See, that's why some of y'all don't believe in universal karma. That's why. That's what Christ is for. That's what Christ was for. That was basically the firewall between you and karma. That was the covenant. But we all know in the base reality, that's all poppycock. it don't work like that. In all actuality, you have to be held accountable for your sins. Somebody else cannot pay for them. You got to pay for your own universal karma, but when you worship Christ, you can skip all that. You don't somebody else pays for it. So you could get drunk, have sex, be sexually deviant, touch on boys, lift up skirts, and guess what? Through the body of Christ, you shall be forgiven. You don't have to worry no more. He already paid the price for it. Like I said. I'm telling you, there's a science behind this religious shit. It's called political science. It's all dealt. It's called religious science too. Now basically it's Zionism. A lot of y'all are Zionists. Y'all don't even fucking know it. That's why we on. That's why I had to merge the two conglomerates together. Thanks for being. We on Hypocrite Nation too.
Both vehicles were impounded. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Peterson, who can give a bit more of the details, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. Bill Peterson, Interim Chief of Police for the Minneapolis Police Department. Just kind of give a run.
Motherfucker got a haircut like goddamn Homer Simpson out this bitch. That motherfucker missing a few threads, ain't it? God damn, holy moly donut shop. This nigga need motherfucking Bosley out this bitch. I need Bosley too, but nigga, my shit ain't threaded up like this motherfucker. This motherfucker's thready. Yeah, let's get to it, man. You know I had to bust out the damn jokes tonight.
Down of events here. MPD had been aware of this demonstration for several weeks and developed a robust incident action plan.
This motherfucker said robust.
That plan included putting on duty significant numbers of personnel, working with our public safety partners, and placing barricades outside City Hall designed to provide safe separation between demonstrators and vehicle traffic. As the mayor said, at approximately 11:50 a.m., Jake Lang arrived near 4th Street and 3rd Avenue South with 6 other people in 2.
So he pulled up. Well, let's see what he did. They said he pulled up like goddamn Hulk Hogan out this bitch. And he came, he came through with the cross. He came through with the cross, man. Let's see what the hell is going on, man. Playing with this motherfucker, Jake Lang. They are not playing with Jake Lang, man. Bulletproof vest, no helmet. Bulletproof vest, no. Wait, what else do you think's go? They go martyr Jake Lang. Jake Lang, they go martyr him, and he gonna have a statue. Trust me. Somewhere in the world, Jake Lang will have a statue. This motherfucker one of a kind out this bitch. This your modern day Danny Crockett.
He's not in a truck! Fuck you! You fucking pussy! You...
Don't tell me they just pushed the gas. Don't tell me they just pushed the gas. Oh my God. If they just pushed the gas, they in trouble. That's a tip. What? Hold on. What he under? I can't even fucking see this shit. Let me blow this shit up right quick. What is he booked on? It don't say what he's booked on. That's weird. That is weird. Let's see what he's being charged with though. After we watch this video. Shouts out to my family out there that's watching. And I'm gonna keep this up on her because everybody's cooked. Everybody's cooked in this picture right here. My black ass might be cooked too. let's you know I gotta talk about myself. You know what I'm saying? I think I broke my 7-year curse. Everybody has a 7-year curse. I'm gonna put that out there that you can't avoid it or anything like that. You got to break through 7 layers to manifest destiny to get out this damn matrix. You got it's 7 of them, and it's based off the solar system, the solaring system. Because your soul is basically being lured into this black hole, and you have to get out of that because you're now stuck in this damn container or this paradigm, and you got to break 7 layers, just like Samson breaking through the 2 pillars. And if you rearrange the word Samson, you get Mason, but you gotta basically break the tablets. Moses even explained this by breaking the tablets, so or having a breakthrough. It's similar to having a breakthrough. But yeah, Jake Lane is cooked. I'm surprised that nobody took one for just took one for the team, but just came up there, just get it done and over with. Somebody he's on somebody's target list. Trust me, he's on somebody's target list. Cause guess what? He ain't got no helmet on. Some say that's a Timu bulletproof vest. You could poke right through that joint. It's very odd that he just walks around just naked like this.
Why are you protecting him? Fuck you!
I think that dude in the Spider-Man costume, I think he fucking chipped out. He got arrested. So what did he do? He said he did something to Jack.
You fucking pussy! We are the real Americans, you motherfucker! We are the real Americans! You scared of me, asshole!
That shit loud as fuck. That shit loud as fuck. I ain't even got that shit all the way turned up. All right, hold on. We got some more. He did something else. Hold on. Hold on. Well, hold the fuck on. Did I see a black Negro holding a cross? Hold the fuck on, dude. The Jake Lane. It is. It is a black Negro holding the cross. Oh my God. After Jake Lane said he wanted all black people eradicated from Earth. Oh my God. These are the raccoons I'm talking about right here. He couldn't go in there all white. I told you. Jake Lane. Where is this dude at? Let me pull him up. Let me see if I still got this picture. And I told you, here it go right here. Didn't I tell y'all they needed one of these? I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? George Washington had one of these too. Let's pull George Washington up. Black kid next to George. Can't do it on their own. These motherfuckers can't do it on their own, bro. Oh, shit. That's his name, West Ford. Oh, shit. This shit crazy. This shit is fucking hilarious, man. Didn't I say, didn't I tell you? Hold on, here's a picture right here. Let's pull this up because history explains this shit. You see this black kid, this black fucking slave. They call him a Moor. He's supposed to be Moor. Yeah, this George Washington right here. George Washington needed help. You think he was gonna go into a battle without blacks? Them motherfuckers getting slaughtered like crazy. They was getting slaughtered by the Federalists, man. Yes, man. Secrets of America. Secrets of America. They was getting their ass kicked so bad in the Revolutionary War, Civil War, and shit. Man, they had to hire Negroes. They was getting their fucking ass kicked. They don't want you to they don't want to tell you this shit, man. They don't want to tell you. Look, his black ass right here next to George Washington, and now you got this dude. You got this motherfucker next to Jake Lang. The only difference is they got a Ford and George Washington was on a fucking boat, a canoe. Yeah. Secrets of America, Part 6. Let's continue. They turned it up, boy. They turned it up in Minnesota. But his ass is arrested. A setup and a trap. This is what he said. A setup and a trap to take Jake Lane as a political hostage. What the fuck? Hold on. Who is this dude? Al Shabbat supporter in Minnesota promoted violence against Jake Lane.
Minnesota is not a place you can. A foreign agent who works for the Katumo state of Somalia promoted violence against American citizens who exercise their First Amendment rights. The text at the bottom says, Jake Lang was scared out of his wits. Minnesota is not a place you can just come charging into. So a foreign agent is telling
Wasn't that him in the back of the truck, though? That was him in the back of the truck.
American citizens, they can't come into Minnesota and exercise their First Amendment rights, especially when it deals with their religion. How do you feel about that?
That looked like him in the back of the truck, though. That's him. Wow. If he would, that's him. So if he was so against Jake Lane, why is he in the back of a fucking truck with Jake Lane? And this supposed to be a Al Shabbat supporter, and he promoted violence against Jake Lane. Like, how'd he get in this fucking truck? It seems like he's being protected.
Minneapolis City Hall. 6 others who were with him were also arrested, all on riot charges. Chopper 5 flew over the scene around noon today as Lang and his group arrived, driving on the sidewalk. You can see here tensions were high as protesters opposing Lang were also gathered in the area. Last month, Lang announced he was organizing a rally to be held today.
All
Hold on. So this August 22nd. Hold on. Let's pull this back up. This August 22nd. Hold on, because I got to pull this up. This is, hold on. This is the NIGGER march. This is it. This is it. Here you go, right here. Let's pull this up. August 22nd. August 22nd at noon. Yep. This is it. This is like I said. Yep, this is it, y'all. I love TikTok. I love YouTube. We are just showing what Jake Lang is doing. I do not agree with that word at all. So please do not take offense to this YouTube algorithm. He said there is no hate. Look, he said there is no hate like the love of a Christian nationalist Nazi who also happens to be small hat, holding up a sign saying Jake Lang loves black people but hates NIGGER. White supremacist Jake Lang was arrested today for inciting a riot outside of Minneapolis City Hall. Now, it says Jake Lang loves black people but hates you know who. And to be honest, I understand what he's saying. I'm going to leave it as that. But his context is his vibes are way off. Point blank, period. So I'm gonna end the show. Thanks for being here. Thanks for Brody. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up later, fam. Thanks for chiming in. Yeah, everybody's pretty much cooked. So we'll continue on this journey tomorrow. I'm out of here.